Never mind what you seen.
Never mind what you heard.
Seen and not heard. And we are here today sitting on the same side because we got some guests. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like us occupying each couch.
Right.
Who's here with us?
We got Tamika. And we got our guy,
Tim. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Shout out to y'all.
Is it Tim or Mr. Tyler for this episode?
Yeah, yo,
I think it's Tim for this
episode.
episode.
He's like, school's
man.
out.
Yeah, school's done. School's done.
School's out.
Man,
Right,
it's Tim.
Put on the School Daze.
Right. So this is talking to you guys because y'all were students before y'all were teachers.
Yeah.
College experiences, good stuff like that. Today's movie is School Daze.
Spike Lee
Oh
joint.
man, Spike Lee.
Spike Lee joint.
Early Spike Lee joint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's like his second movie.
Second
But can we
movie.
talk
Is
about
it?
how
I think. I got you.
It's timeless.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the things that he came up with back then still apply today. We're still facing
Is that his
colorism.
second?
I'm about to pull that up.
Yeah, I think it was his
What's
second.
first?
Is it She's Gotta Have It?
She's got to have it.
For
This
sure.
first.
think
That
that's
is
the first.
definitely. That's definitely.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
His
And shout out to
filmography
Ruth
is
Carter
his
in
filmography.
both.
Oh yeah,
is
Ruth
crazy.
Carter,
The
costume design,
100%.
holding it down.
So that was cool.
She's done the majority of his
Of his
movies.
work.
We've talked about that on here
Yeah.
previous.
I actually pointed it out to Tim because he got excited. And I was like, she's been there from day one.
Oh, and when she says Tim, she means her Tim.
My Tim.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, you pointing it out.
Like,
I was like, when? I don't recall. My memory's a little bad, but
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's gotta have it, and then School Daze. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Look at you, Mr. IMDb.
hey, man, I'm
Yeah,
saying, I know a little something. I know a little
That's a good
something.
pull. That's a good pull.
Nah,
Damn, his
for
first
sure.
4. Damn, 9. He went on a run anyway.
She's
That's
got to
another-
have it.
Yep.
School Daze,
School Daze.
Do the Right
Then
Thing.
Do the Right
Then
Thing.
Jungle Fever.
Then Mo Better. Then
Better
Jungle
Blues.
Fever.
How can I forget that?
Yeah.
That's a fire first
That's
five.
a fire. Yo, then Malcolm X. He was out of here,
Six.
bro.
When he hit the ground, he ran.
Yeah, he was out of here. Crooklyn, we've done that on here.
Yep.
Yeah, Crook
Then
was awesome.
Clockers, which is something that you mentioned.
Oh, I
that-
love Clockers.
Yep.
I love
I've never
Clockers.
seen
Never seen
Clockers.
Clockers?
So,
He's not, yo,
I'm
he fucked me
waiting
up
for
when he said that.
I'm waiting for when we do it to watch it for the first time. So,
Damn.
yeah.
Saying ball heads, mad.
Yo,
you already,
son, come
yeah,
on.
I
we
never
gotta
seen
tap
the
the
whole
homies.
I'm very shocked
Yeah.
at you for not seeing Clockers. I'm very shocked.
I was
For
shocked when he
being
said
at
that,
the
but I was like,
$2
damn, you know what?
movie
It'll be
for
dope.
Wilbraham
Yeah.
Road.
Oh, the $2 movie
$2
did it? Yeah,
movie,
across
yes.
from Duggan. Right.
Word.
Damn.
I paid to see it, did not see it.
Damn.
Yeah,
I wasn't doing much.
I don't think I ever
You
seen
was
the
over
movie.
there
When I went to the
getting-
$4
No,
movie, I don't think I ever watched.
It's okay.
I was in a whole different theater. I didn't go inside of that
Everybody
one.
was kissing in that
No,
movie
I
theater for
wasn't.
$2.
That's hilarious.
I really wanted to see it.
I was buying a ticket to
hilarious.
anything. I didn't care what we was going to see. I ain't here to watch
but
it.
I remember like, I gotta go see Clockers. And when I got there, I was like, I don't know. It was like
Yo, the $2 movie theater is the original. Are you still watching?
Shut up.
Yeah, nah, facts.
Not true.
Facts. What?
Not for me anyway.
Nah,
I'm being honest
Shout out to
right
you.
now.
I ain't even
I'm
going to
just telling
incriminate
the truth.
myself,
No
man.
fucking
Honest
way.
right now, not for me.
Oh man, $2 movie. Hey,
Yeah, because before it was the $4 movie. Before it went down to $2, that's when it was just struggling, trying to keep it.
turned up, boy to a man.
Man, listen. Remember, I came
Oh,
out
you
one
guys
time. I
got-
came out one
Yeah,
time, shirt
we're-
looking
yeah,
crazy.
I know what type of pod this
So
gonna
I told
be.
my pops, I dropped butter on my shirt. He was like, all right.
Yo, wow, dog. Yo, but you know what though? This is on brand. This is on brand for this movie because while y'all have seen this movie, I hadn't seen it before this episode. And yeah, this is some horny ass shit.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
A horny,
It
is a horny
This is a
movie.
horny fucking.
Like the dudes
movie,
were very
bro.
horny. Like the frat behavior was very, very horny.
I
Yeah.
thought it was very frat though.
Yeah, but that frat behavior is
Yeah.
very horny. Age
definitely-
appropriate.
It definitely made sense.
They're all supposed to
Given-
be like between 18 and 22. Like that's
Yeah.
college
Right,
age,
right.
like undergrad. Yeah, like
Yeah.
they look. I mean, like one of the objectives was like I'm not crossing no virgins.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with him?
Yeah,
Holding
yeah.
the torch and,
And-
dealing with all the other dumb shit that you made
Yeah,
him do. No
especially
disrespect to pledging,
Greek-
because
yeah,
that
I'm
Greek
not
life.
Greek life, so I don't ever want to disrespect like
Right.
the significance of hazing and all that. Like
Yeah.
I don't,
Any of
I
y'all-
don't know it.
Nah. So on the HBCU campus, we call all of us, because none of us are Greek, right? So we all GDIs. So that's goddamn individuals. That's what they.
That's exactly.
So yeah, I was very close. I was almost a Kappa.
Yeah.
Okay.
My philosophy teacher, she wouldn't change I had an incomplete on my transcript. She wouldn't. Nah, she held me to that standard. Shout out to Dr. Hill. But,
I mean, like, and I know people that even did it post grad or whatever the case may be, and like people that speak on the benefits of Greek. And I guess we're just gonna talk about the movie randomly.
Yeah.
But even like, oh man, what was her? Rachel?
mm-hmm.
Rachel was like torn.
Yeah.
Because like socially she felt one way, but then she could also see the benefit of Greek life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which put her at
I really like her
impasse
character.
on her relationship.
Yeah.
So what's really funny is when I was in undergrad, I went later because I had my son or whatever. I was like, I can't wait to graduate. I didn't want to do it undergrad. I wanted to do it post grad. I was like, I can't wait to graduate so I could buy my friends, so I can buy my opportunities. And I like my mom's friends. I had them all lined up. They're all deltas, and I was like, I have these people to write my letters. I have this. And I had it all in play, and then like,
Ready.
Wait, so what do you mean when you say that? When you say buy your opportunities?
when you are, and I don't jump down my throat, but when you are pledging, you are buying your opportunities. It's not what you know, it's who you know. So I feel like when you are pledging to sororities, and y'all could beat me up if y'all want later, but
Yo, it's a lot of them in this world.
you are buying
Clip it.
you're buying your friends.
Yo.
You are the people who know you, who like go you. These are your sisters. They're gonna look out for you. I used to always say like, I can't wait to buy like my mom's friends. I'm gonna buy them. They're gonna be my Delta sorors. And then once I got older, I was like, no, because like the movie said, well, didn't say, but kind of inadvertently said, like once you pledge Greek, you kind of lose a lot of yourself, and that's something that like I don't belong in a box.
So I just want to add to this real quick. Apparently Spike lost a friend, like a childhood friend, to like hazing or something.
Wow, yeah, I lost my
So
man.
which is a large part of him making this movie and given like I guess his experience with the whole thing. So yeah, I like that you brought that up because that's some real shit. Yeah, you figuratively and literally could potentially lose yourself, yo. And that's why like over the last few decades, like colleges, because I won't out him, but like close friend of mine is in a frat, and he's told me there's a lot of like rules and regulations and shit. Yeah, like it's come a long way, but like shit still slips through the cracks every couple years. You might hear some shit coming out.
Nah, for sure.
So I
ask what school you went to?
UMass.
Okay.
Okay. So I kind of popped up on an AKA convention in Dallas this summer. And there's so many rules. Like you can't do this, you have to do that. When people see you, they don't see you for who you are. You are a soror. You're not. So I was just like, I don't know, but for some odd reason, I just want to be Tamika when you see me. Like
As opposed to like someone seeing you and seeing your letters.
They see you. They see the colors that you have on because you have to wear your green and your pink or your red. And it's like, hi, sir, hi. Like, I don't, hi, Barbie, hi. No, I'm Tamika. Or just hi, but like, I like the individual.
It's a secret society. All they ask
Like the GDIs, the goddamn.
Yeah,
man. I don't know. Like even though I am a GDI, as they would say, I don't know. I got to give a little like pushback because I have like I got like a different experience. Hence why I asked what school you went to, because on a HBCU campus, especially when you're dealing with Black Greeks, respectfully, like we don't respect the Greeks that cross at predominantly white institutions at PWIs.
Is that true?
It's a completely different process. Okay. It's different. So there's a different level of respect. So let's say like a UMass, if a DST, which is a Delta, if a Delta went from UMass and went down to my alma mater, Virginia State, and started trying to party hop, a sister's gonna be like, yo, who are you? Where'd you cross? Where you from? Like, they're gonna really check you and see if you real right. Like, they really want to know.
Gang violence.
Because
some people, like, if you don't come from, say, like Cali
Yeah.
You know, they'd be like, yo, this is where it originated. Like, don't
Yeah, like you good with that hat here?
Like, oh,
But that hat,
nothing.
we go to LA, I'm gonna be like,
Never.
yo,
Yeah.
okay, I need you to
remember
take that
going
off
to
right
school.
quick.
I'm in a do-rag in
I
LA.
respect them, and I love all of my mom's friends. I love all of my friends who are a part of like sororities and fraternities. Like, but I just as an individual.
Yeah, I know a lot that remain who they are. Like, and I think that's like a great thing. I think that Spike touched on in this movie. You know, what's Dap, Lawrence Fishburne, Dap,
Fish,
Larry. Like, he did a good job at showing that he was in an organization or whatever, and it really don't be that much turmoil between organizations and frats on campus, but he did a good job at showing that, you know, he remained who he was, who he wanted to be. But then you have the unauthentic frats, the dudes who do it just for the clout, just for the girls, just for the job, and those are the ones that you start to see through. Versus, like, you'll have some non-popular frats like a Iota, and a lot of them will be like real life brothers. Like, it's just all about what chapter and what campus you on. Like,
you know what stood out to me watching this as an adult? The way you said, oh, it's not really that much like friction like that from organization to organization. It stood out to me the scene with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yo.
Because I was like,
that scene hit.
The people that think like, yo, they're the on-campus revolutionary versus the on-campus bougie or uppity kids or whatever. I was like, don't you feel crazy that like outside of this block, everybody looks at y'all like y'all the same.
Yo.
Like, y'all all came into our city and y'all messing it up. Y'all taking all the jobs. We don't like y'all niggas. Y'all all the little uppity educated kids. Like, we just trying to work and y'all niggas is messing up the vibes.
That shit's real.
No, but that's why I was like,
real,
that's such a small scene, but it's so important to how everyone, like, it's like, no, y'all the college kids. And they took that ride back like, yo, we're not them. It's like, you thought you was so down. You thought you was like so grounded and like for the cause, and like you wouldn't even start to talk about the cause with these niggas.
I want to go one step further and touch on like the whole colorism thing, because they have the light and the dark who kind of see themselves differently, natural versus synthetic hair or fake hair. At the end of the day, I think I was like maybe 4 or 5 when my grandmother was like, it doesn't matter if you're light skinned or dark skinned, because at the end of the day, you guys are all niggas. Like, everybody's gonna look at you and think that you are. And I was just like,
still
yeah,
niggas.
yes. So I can I was like, isn't it crazy how everybody
You know what I hated about that part?
Oh.
I had to watch the movie mad times to even know, like, and I hate to say it, but like the camera work made it colorist. It wasn't colorist.
Hold on. On which part?
Because, like, you know about the women with the good or bad hair.
Yeah. The whole.
There were dark skinned women that were
on the
that
good
were
hair
with,
side.
that were on the that were on the non-natural side.
Yeah.
So it was more natural hair versus the perm community.
Non-natural.
And I'm like, like you create a light skin, dark skin divide with the way the camera work was, because I was like I watched the song a couple times. I'm like, there's dark skinned women in the silver and gray too, like the with the silver and black. I was like, hold on.
But I think it's more like who's willing to conform, because you can be dark skinned and be like, I still want to have blue eyes and blonde
That's
hair.
my point.
Right.
I wish they would have showed that to show like sellout versus, you know, whatever perceived sellout versus not.
Yeah.
Because like it just like, I hate to say it, but we still live in a culture of society where like colorism is so high that like just because you light, they automatically look at you one way.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't have the experience where your grandmother says still nigga to you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they just think that just because your skin tone.
Right.
And that's kind of what the movie subconsciously promoted as well.
Yeah. Like going back in the beginning, like I remember when they were in the president's office, and like something that really like stuck out to me was all these pictures of white men inside the president's office of an HBCU. And it's like, these are really the men that are funding this school.
And benefiting.
Right.
Right.
That part.
Right.
That part.
Check.
That part. And it's like, damn, like when you really go back and look at who's running these institutions, like, yeah, they give it to us so we can I mean, oh yeah, y'all could do y'all thing. But nah, they really getting a bag from
But
this.
the thing is, it's business. I
It's
hate
a
to say it.
business.
Like, look
College
at,
is big business.
Big
like, I mean,
billion
like-
dollar industry.
like I say, they
Biggest
say,
scam in
I don't
America.
know the stat offhand, but they say like black people are like the highest consumers.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, if there's something to buy,
We're
we gonna
in
buy
the
it.
trillions
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
We're like
For
before the pandemic, we were like
consumerism,
yeah,
yeah.
in the billions, and now we crossed over to being in the
So in a
trillions.
trillion.
That's
yeah.
why I said if there's something to buy, we gonna buy
gonna
it,
buy it.
including education.
Absolutely. Especially if you tell us we can't have it,
Oh,
we're gonna find a way
easy,
to get it.
Easiest way to get us
Right.
to want to invest. Like you would think at this state, although I understand prestige and
Yeah.
education and stuff like that, that we wouldn't like hold something like a Harvard degree on such a pedestal.
I can't stand people
But
that do.
But people do in large, and it's like, yo,
Say
you got
you do?
Yeah.
Why?
Because how many people do you know? How many people do you work with went to Harvard?
Why? Why does that
Who
matter?
do you know?
How many people you know that went to Virginia State University?
How
Shout out
many
to
people
State.
do you
Oh,
know?
you-
Like
Shout out to
4 or
Big
5?
State. I'm Big State
4 or
always.
5.
I'm always plug my
4 or
school.
5.
Okay, cool. And how prestigious are they? And how intelligent are they? How intellectual are they?
But okay.
I'm gonna let you
I
know.
wanna
I'm
talk
big
about
on
numbers.
HBCU.
How many millionaires do you know? Yale and Harvard are graduating people.
But are we
who
talking-
making millions?
But are we talking
hundred
old money or
1,000.
new money?
No, this is new money. Once
New
you
money.
graduate, because of those connections, you are experiencing a different life.
That's old money.
Right. But at what point?
Right, connections. But let's say someone like me went to a place like Harvard. I'm making these connections. I'm on yachts. My new life is completely different
What you
than the
talking
life
about?
that I am experiencing.
But you looking
now.
at somebody that done been on yachts.
But I'm not saying. But okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's your life. But
Nah,
how
this is
many
funny.
people?
I know a lot.
But how many people you know? Let's say you went to Yale or Harvard or I'm
Right.
sorry to say Yale so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so
League,
Ivy League.
Yeah. Yep.
Ivy League, right?
Right.
Your lifestyle becomes different. You did that, but how many people from the same place that you grew up did that? Or your college did that?
Right.
Where opposed like someone who graduates from an Ivy League. Now that's a whole new lifestyle. So that's a lifestyle that is like going to be carried on throughout your life. That's you. You went to Virginia State and you were able to get on yachts and do all that stuff. But how many of your homies from your school actually did that?
It's a lot of them.
A lot.
A lot of them.
See, that's what I mean about the perception
Right.
of like, you know what I mean? Like thinking that like a Ivy League school yields a certain result. I understand traditionally what it does, but that's why I was saying when it comes to like things we'll buy, like things that, you know, we historically, I don't think you could buy your way into Harvard. Yo, you can take classes in Harvard for free now.
You can.
Like I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like some of the prestige has dropped. I'm not saying only because the world's different. I'm not talking about like I'm not knocking the school. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like all these entrepreneurs out here, like people have access to a lot of things.
Yeah.
So it's not just as there's so many different pathways to success. There's people that are high school dropouts that's on yachts right now.
Right. And it's like the
I'm not saying
Entertainment,
that- I'm not saying that
like
you're wrong, but
arts,
I'm saying
creativity.
like what's normal to people in Ivy Leagues would be considered very new to just a few of us.
Oh, that's true.
So
But
even if I came from the hood and I went to that school, that would be my new normal. And then the people that I click up with, if I make those connections and those lifelong friends, that would be my lifestyle. Whereas it's like people who graduate, I'll say from UMass, like I have the opportunity to get on yachts and stuff like that. But how many of my friends who graduated from UMass are going with me, and how many are going to actually make that be their lifestyle? Who could afford to do so?
Okay, but even with that being said, at what point do we change that norm? It's only that norm because white America runs America. Like they run America. So the longer that we as black people try to hold Harvard and Yale and Princeton to that same prestige, and we don't invest in our own communities, and we don't go to HBCUs, and we don't go to the schools that are our forefathers, our ancestors literally died for us to go to, at what point do we raise that bar? Because it would have a simple turn if Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, if God rest his soul, Kobe, sins, like if all of these Division I talents decide we're going to HBCUs, I guarantee you Harvard, Yale, Princeton, none of these schools mean a fucking thing. they don't mean shit.
Well.
Even
To
some of the
both of your
non-Ivy
points.
League schools here. I mean, because I was gonna use a sports analogy, I was gonna to add to that, and it's it's true, bro. Like imagine Tatum and them dudes not going to Duke, because Duke is Duke.
So the thing is, like, I mean, easiest example, Deion Sanders. We all know Deion Sanders.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean?
I wanted to bring up Prime.
trying to like turn the tide at a school or whatever the case may be. Like, so if I'm just speaking to the point of not necessarily the athletics, but turning the tide of a school.
Yeah.
Like, as long as we continue to go places where they already have a storied history, we'll never be able to help write the story of another place.
I agree.
Right.
So that's how I wrapped it.
That was a beautiful ribbon.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Eloquently.
Smooth. I ain't even finished. I'm just a nigga with a high school job. Oh man. But we gotta get back into the movie. What you got?
I'm
we have
just
a great convo.
my notes on the movie, like I was showing Tim earlier, it was just it's not necessarily scatterbrained, but it's just my reactions in like real time, and it's just like I had a question which was like just not necessarily about just the movie overall, but like how do you feel about like the cast? I just had a question like, is this like one of Spike Lee's best casts? Because bro, the shit, it's like he has everybody that you see in his later movies, and I mean it's got the whole cast of fucking Different World. Like
I always say Spike Lee has a team.
Most great directors have
normal crew.
like
Him and Adam Sandler. They're like the same.
Yeah, at
Adam
some
Sandler,
point-
Scorsese, they all do it.
At some point,
Tarantino.
we gotta have a convo about Kadeem Hardison being one of the freshest dudes from
Yo.
the
Yo.
80s, 90s.
The blue bomber joint that he had in this.
First thing I noticed was the
Knicks
twos.
jersey.
Yes.
The twos.
Yo, I almost put on
Yes.
the twos tonight because of that.
That's why I did like when we did White Men Can't Jump, I wore the sneakers I wore the sixes because he had the sixes on and White Men Can't Jump. But once again, like he was very fresh. I mean,
Very fresh.
Now I got to give it to him on the flip ups.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when we compliment, I'm just a dick. So I'm gonna say the reverse of the compliment. And like we got to give Julian some credit for like being historical with like bad haircuts from Bugging Out. To this middle part situation.
This shit is
because it's
nasty.
like at what point is that not Spike Lee's fault? And that's just what you was on.
Yo, and I had a
Kadeem
note.
Hardison is fresh.
My first
Consistently.
note. It's funny. My first note was about the opening shot. How it's that tracking shot of just mad different black styles and like niche groups, and it's just like I'm like, damn, this is like off rip, bro. I'm like, yo, this is a fire. I know this is gonna be a fire college experience movie. I know it's a musical also, but like this is gonna like go places. And Spike is always good with the just representing black people. That's what he's always gonna do. Yo, he's always gonna have us looking like I've been saying this shit a lot lately.
Shout out to Ruth.
Facts.
Just because you said have us looking.
You know what I'm saying? So
Costumes.
I've been saying this a lot lately where I'm like, I work in the public for the most part, and bro, I'd be looking around and be like, yo, why the fuck have I been told or I have just heard growing up like, oh, all black people look the same, yo. No, the fuck we don't, yo. We do not all look the same. And that image, I'm like, damn. And I'm thinking of all the other Spike Lee movies where he's done something similar.
many different
And I'm just
versions
like,
of us.
none of these black folk look. I ran it back 30 seconds. I said, yo, this is not. None of these black people look the same.
Right.
Not a hairstyle. Not a fucking even the variations in skin tone. Not a like what they're dressed in. None of them look the same.
Yeah, not one. But yo, it really brought me back to college days. Like in the time frame, I graduated 2012, so I was there from 08 to 12. And like that was when like the retro kids was big. So you had dudes walking around campus with the boom box and high top fades. Yeah, they was really getting busy with the retro in it. So I'm going back and watching this, and I'm like, damn, like, yo, this shit look just like campus. Like this is the yard. Like
Mad
just
acid wash.
people
jeans.
just kicking it. Like word, you supposed to go to
Mad
supposed to go to
acid
class
wash
on
jeans.
Wednesday and BT out here for no reason, like with a basketball court, and like that's like really the atmosphere that he captured on some of it.
I just want to
Some that he
rattle
did
off a few names because this cast is incredible, yo. So
What you
Larry,
call it from House Party was just we should do House Party. She was just hanging. She was just hanging out the window.
Shireen.
Yeah,
Was she?
From where?
Shireen. Yeah,
she
Shireen
was
from
just
I don't
hanging
know her
out the
real name,
window.
but in House Party she's Shireen.
Oh,
That
yeah.
went right over my head. Was she the one who was cussing
And then they
out-
had
it was her with the I forgot the lady, but she was in a bunch of Tyler Perry.
Yeah, Tyler Perry's
Yeah.
off.
like-
was a girl, the one that.
like the ones they was yelling
Let
at
me
Depp
try- let me
because
try
he
to
was
find
there
it.
looking
that's
for
what she
Rachel.
said. Yeah, when he
Yeah.
went there to say I love you.
Yeah, I was
and
like,
all
that
stuff.
is her. I was like, yeah, that's Jody mama, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jody's
Jody mama.
Yeah.
Mama gotta have a life too.
Yo, Baby Boy, that shit might be a 2-hour episode, yo.
Never.
Word?
Yo, it's so
I
many
don't have that
people.
much to say about Baby Boy.
Yo, Baby Boy is one
Nah,
of them
Baby
ones.
Boy is there. You have a lot to say.
I could
about
talk
Baby
an
Boy.
hour just about Melvin.
Yeah. All the Jodies ain't shitness.
Okay, wait. Let's
Anyway,
get off
yeah.
that. Let's go back to
But
school.
like, yo, I'm just looking at the cast, and there's so many people that's like, yo, I've seen them in 10 different movies, yo, and like, yo, some of these people are just background characters, bro.
Samuel
Like-
Jackson's a background character.
Well, it's essentially a background character, yo. You know what I'm saying? But like, bro, like, yo, Art Evans, who's awesome in this, yo. He's the guy that comes in. He's not the dean of students, but he's working adjacent to the dean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark
I
skinned
forget
brother
his-
with
yeah, I
the
forget
with the
his name.
mid fro. Yeah,
I didn't like him though. I didn't like in the movie. I didn't like him.
Oh, he's for sure an asshole.
Yeah.
You
and-
thought he was an asshole?
Which
Yeah,
one?
absolutely.
He had to be. He had to be. Yeah, he's doing his job. Yeah.
He was
this brother
he was the one that was down with kicking Dap out of school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
he was
like
kinda
Because I
like-
fuck with that scene where he's just like,
Yeah, he
nah,
definitely
we
stood
telling you
over
which
Dak.
way it's gonna go, bro.
Yeah, he was definitely down to kick him out of school.
Yeah.
That was kind of
yeah,
Yep.
like we need you to conform.
But yeah, yo,
Right.
Tisha Campbell,
But I
Giancarlo,
thought
like,
that was his job. So
Oh, he was doing his job, but you
yeah,
can still
I
be an
didn't think
asshole.
that He was.
But is he doing his job? Like if you at an institution, especially if we like bringing it back into that time, what that movie came out in 87.
That's a part time.
Well, nah, it came out like 87.
87.
Yeah.
That's apartheid. That's
Yeah.
what. That's
yeah,
what-
that's what he was. Yep, that's
So
his
it's
whole
like
beef.
at that point in time, you supposed to really be about this movement and really be backing your students and how to propel the culture. So for you to kind of tell the one brother on campus that's looking to do more to shut the fuck up.
Yo, shout out to the acting
Let's
of.
think about the 80s and how in the 80s it was more pressure to conform. That was when people were like, you have to be twice as good. Like kids are seen and not, so it's like.
I think
Well,
that
we can't if we all succumb to that ideology, then you don't get a Spike Lee.
I think we had
That was
the
the point of
dude that
movie.
was like, you just
That's
don't.
why I don't like. That's why I don't like the guy. Because I'm very much so against the grain. Nothing about me is conformed to society, and it's like.
And I felt like he did a really good job showing that. Like if everybody
Yeah,
did conform,
absolutely.
you wouldn't have people who chose to be themselves. You wouldn't have.
But you know what? To his point, and to the point of the other movie we watched, the person that is the face of conformity, he didn't have any scenes that showed us a full spectrum of his personality for you to be able to understand the difference or understand this is code switching or this is my work face. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to the superintendent on Lean On Me, he had scenes where you've seen him kind of level with Joe, which kind of humanizes him like, yo, I got to hold my job down. And there's things I got to do. And there's a line that we got to get into, but I do understand the importance of you. Like he was doing, subtly, not to get on the other episode,
Yeah.
but subtly he showed so much range in that character because he looked for him and sought him out.
Right.
As opposed to this guy, there's nothing about his character that says that he's like working within the system to try to help improve the situation. Nothing showed.
But when you work for an overarching system, remember who's backing this money, who's funding this money. They're all white men. So that whole like power to the people, no, you are here and we need you to conform. And
But do you
he
support
was
that?
I mean, it's a movie, so I
Well,
did
no, we
support
trying
his
to see
And
like
I feel
if
like
I said that's why I said I didn't like his character.
yeah, I feel like in college, you're code switching, but you're doing that as a student and as a homebody, you don't get into the different forms of codes until like you actually reach or you come into the real world where you
So
realize,
to me, to your point, if he's offering tutelage to this young man more than reprimanding him and telling him what to do, shouldn't he be trying to give him some game as how to navigate?
Right.
And how to
not,
navigate.
and your higher ups are still thinking that like you need to get a light skinned girlfriend. We have white people who are from the
Wait, what? Who's higher up?
You guys didn't notice how like in the movie dark skin dated light skin except for like the younger, like the older people. When you walk into the office, the wife was very light skinned, guy was dark.
Oh yeah. But I mean,
I feel like it like fed that narrative and it did a really good job. But just like you had to be one type until you were able to see outside the box, and that's why I think he was like wake up so much.
yeah.
So I mean, I think he did a beautiful job, but having that one dimension where we didn't see the many differences. But I think it was really significant because of that. Like you saw this young man, like, I don't want to say brainwashed, but only think in one way.
But I see, and like to combat what you're saying somewhat, I guess I don't think we ever meet in the middle. If no one, because if you're Dap's character, he's going to continue to feel like that gentleman is lost. Or he's going to think that the older gentlemen that are a part of the institution are sellouts because there's nobody creating a bridge between, like, this is what we do here, but we, like you think you're affecting change from out there, but how can we affect change from here if we're not working together? So what you need to do is you need to follow these rules, do it this way, and stop going against the grain and creating the type of resistance that would have us be to the point where now they have me saying, hey, if you do this again, you're kicked out the school.
Right.
Like, that's where I think, like, as a teacher or as a higher up at the school, it would have been an opportunity to teach him how to pursue
Navigate
affecting
the
change
Yeah.
within.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a, like to be able to be like, yo, I ain't even mad at what your goal is.
Right.
Maybe like it's not the what, it's the how.
Right. Now let's
Like
tweak your method.
let's work on how you go about that.
Right.
Because what you can't do is you can't keep becoming a nuisance at the parade. You can't be fighting at the game. You can't be doing this all in the name of showing you're not with the establishment.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that, like to me, that'd be like effective teaching from what I would view to be an OG.
Right.
Or from someone that's older or higher up. Like I feel like that's just how you help people learn and grow.
Right.
Yeah.
But I feel like he was so true to his point that he wanted to show everyone like the thoughts are from within the system.
Cause what's her name? Rachel. And I love that for the person that is the revolutionary to be called on his shit.
Yeah.
I love that scene when Rachel questioned why he liked her.
Oh,
Yeah, that
Like
was
the
fire.
flip side.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, do you only like me because I'm dark?
Right. Right.
Like, are you trying to prove something to yourself so much that it's like, you'd never date a light-skinned girl. You'd never this. You never that. Like, you look down on those people so much that, like, I fit that narrative for you.
I fit this mold.
I like
Yeah.
that scene.
Yeah,
Like,
that-
that
that
scene
was
was
fire.
big because I feel like colorism is often looked at from the other lens
Yeah.
of what you said with the older guys at the school and actually, like, you know, seeking out the lighter skinned person to go for whatever aesthetic the people are pushing for.
Yeah.
Like, I never thought about it as far as like the revolutionary guy or, for lack of better words, I'm sorry to say this, but the Umars of the world or the Hoteps of the world, like being like, you know, like maybe like being attracted to like a girl that's like caramel complected and being like, you're not dark enough
Yeah.
for the narrative. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, that's real. Yeah, I appreciated Spike for Dap's crew, and pardon me for not knowing all their names, but I loved his crew because while they were for the cause, they was still about some normal nigga shit.
Right.
It was,
what
yo,
was it
where the
that-
hoes at? I'm trying to go party.
Yeah, yo, when
I'm
they,
for
they
the
knock on
cause,
his door
but-
and they like, yo, there's a revolution. What did they say? There's a revolutionary
Still like
like
fried
serve
chicken?
Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, like they was
'cause
still trying to go to a little pajama jammy jam
Yeah.
swim party shit. Like,
Yeah.
And that's really
Yo,
what
like,
it
bro,
felt like on campus.
We
Cut out
fuck
the
with you.
Speedos,
We
though.
hear
Nah.
everything you say. Yeah, it's a little crazy. But it's on brand with this horny ass movie, yo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Nah,
but
chill.
yeah, no,
Shout out
like
to doing the
all-
butt. That's 80s.
Yo, that's the
That
best
is
thing that
so
came from this
Yo.
movie. I ain't gonna hold you.
doing
Yeah,
the
but
butt. You
that's
don't know that song? Like I know you're.
No, that's the best thing, period.
I know
That
about
song.
the song.
That song.
that
Doing
song's
the
the
butt.
best thing that
You
came
said-
from this movie.
Oh, the song. I
Yeah.
thought
That
you
song
said
is
was like the
fire.
best
This movie's
scene. I was
ass.
like, that-
I'm gonna get to it. Sorry, this movie's ass.
oh my
shit.
God.
Uh-oh.
I love that.
Oh,
Clear
nah.
out. Clear out.
Yeah.
That's right. He
Oh, give me the ISO.
definitely
That's
Yeah,
what I'm with the
like,
ISO.
let's hear it.
Yo,
Clear
the
out.
movie's ass. Like, you got Dap that's so OD revolutionary. He's fake beefing with everybody under the sun, but still trying to support his cousin that's going through to pledge G5G. When you pledging, you're not on campus for people to be seen and toted around. Nobody knows you're pledging, so that'd have been secretive. So them walking around in chains and all that, nobody would have ever seen you, fam. We don't know that you're
80s?
online.
But I was about to say, I think the 80s was a whole different.
Is
I
that
don't-
why hazing
that-
is so
I think-
secretive?
I
Because
think-
niggas
I
like
think
that.
it is.
But like there was no way because like it's always like classified. Like nobody knows that you're
Okay.
going to rush. Nobody knows because if you don't make it, that looks bad on the brand.
Gotcha,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
So like, and then when you do a probate, when you come out and all of that, it's supposed to be a surprise. So like the shaved heads and all of that, you don't look like that till probate day. So all the time on campus, you running around looking like a normal nigga. But yo, you better be low. You better not be talking to
Yeah,
no
you
girls.
can't talk-
I better
yeah.
not see you, nigga. If we call you at midnight, go get us a pizza. You better go get it. Know your math. So like
I can see
all
how
that
I
shit
would've made
won't
it.
accurate. Like
I wouldn't have made it.
nah, hell no.
I'm not
Hell no. Y'all
I'm
no.
mad.
That
I'm mad
was so
defiant.
funny.
I remember I told my dad, "Yo, I can't go to the military. I don't listen to them."
Right.
It's like I won't make it home. They'll kill me.
Yo, the fucking there was no that. Yo, the ending was trash as fuck to me. Just yelling, "Wake up!" Like there was no consensus. Nobody came
Yo,
and agreed to shit.
I would have
That's that
liked. I would have
Spike
liked
shit.
for
That's
some
that Spike
resolution
shit.
at the end.
Yeah,
I would have
yeah.
liked for the movie to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Like the
Like-
movie kind of just ended at like
Yeah, it was like,
them looking at each other and taking a picture. I was like,
yo, homeboy clapped your old joint that you giving up. Like,
yo,
I
shout out to
feel
Julian for being a
like
master manipulator.
that was
that
horrible.
nigga's
No.
insane.
But
Don't
I
shout out
think-
Julian, yo.
I think.
yo,
I'm not shouting out
that
my
nuts.
showing
nah,
love.
no,
That's
I'm with
wild.
you. I'm
That
with you.
was
Show
wild.
show
Show that
love.
nigga mad
Show
love,
love.
B.
Why are we showing love for that?
Right?
'Cause that was horrible.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Yes,
There's
it's
a lot
horrible.
of
But on the
wild-
flip side, Shorty is just hanging on to all of everything that you encompass.
Yeah.
She just want to be
But
down.
the image,
No, the part
right.
that was corny was that he did it knowing she was gonna do it.
Right.
Because he
Right.
already told niggas, he was like, yo, I'm
niggas
done with her. She's a little too young for me.
Right.
I'm not really rocking with it. Da-da-da. Like, yo, at that point, I hate to say it, but that's the conversation about men never
why
really
he
being
barked
strong
on her,
enough
though?
to break up women. Like,
But they were but they
men
were
are
never
Why
always-
he
together.
bark on
Yo.
her though? Because he did bark on her. She's like, "Yo, what you?" She's like, "Yeah, I slept
No,
with him." Yeah, he's
it
like, "Yo,
was
what
manipulation.
It was that was
'Cause he
mad.
said in the scene
gaslighting
before-
before it
That was
even
definitely
a term.
one of
That
the
shit's
first
foul.
gaslights. But like I said, like I hate to say it, bro, but like that's like it goes to that that thing they say about men not being tough enough to break up a woman. Like men really be scared of women.
That's-
Like yo, when it comes down to it, yo, he didn't want her at that point. He already said he didn't want her, and then he said, "Yo, do you love me? Okay, if you love me, then you love G5G. If
Right.
you love G5G,
You'll
then
do
you about
this.
to give half price some buns." And then when she listened, crying and did it begrudgingly the whole time, so much that it damn near looked like rape. Like,
Bro,
like
hard scenes to watch in this
like
movie.
she
There's
looked
a few of them.
like she didn't want no part.
She didn't
Then
want
when
any
she was
part.
like, "Yo, I did what you said," he's like, "I said." Nah, never. You must not love me if you did that. Like, nigga, that's nuts. You can't. Like, that was the most
always-
manipulative. That was one of the most
But
manipulative
then
things
I
I've ever
also
seen.
thought that was a part of losing yourself. And
okay.
being-
But why does that only fall on him? Why doesn't that fall on her?
That she was.
That
too
wasn't-
Young. She was too young.
Nah.
Shorty's
Okay, I'm
too young for
gonna
me.
let you get it off, right? But check it. Let's
right, go ahead.
Let's
I'ma
clear
let
the
you
scene.
get
Let's
it off.
let's get the
Go
camera. Let's
ahead.
peep from the 0.5 view, right?
From the 0.5.
0.5. Let's look at
Oh,
it all.
okay, go ahead.
She's down. She wants to be down with the crew. So really, that's not his girlfriend because they have a whole clique. It'd be like the sweethearts of G5G.
Okay.
Yo, we just got girls that's down with us and that'll do anything we say. Yo, I just happen to be cuffing this one at the moment because she the baddest. They sat at the table and said, "Yo, we need more because the rest ain't it. You got the baddest one." Yo, y'all could have her.
Somebody should have backed Jasmine Guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
facts. Nah,
like,
she
what's-
was.
But they did
Yeah,
she
That's
been
not-
tough.
No, that's my point. Because I seen her.
Yeah.
I seen her in a G5G jersey.
She been
Jasmine.
Right.
been
Yeah.
pressure.
She aged like milk though.
Yeah.
No disrespect.
Yeah, she did.
But it's like, so if you running around just doing anything for the crew, at what point do you have self-esteem enough to say,
But
what?
that
What you
plays
just asked me to do?
into The taking away your own thoughts, really thinking about
Okay, I get
like
what you're
putting
saying.
that. So like, I want to be a soror. I want to be top. I want to have this powerful like. That
But,
image,
but that's the thing. That's not a
say
sorority.
no.
That's not a sorority. That's just the sweethearts of G5G. So that's not even their own sorority. You are our sweethearts. That's what you are.
Well, they were a sorority.
They were.
Nah, not those girls. That's the
They
G5G girls. They weren't a sorority.
Nah, they
it,
were.
It was they played it as it's their like sister sorority. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
It was like
Because they were like-
because remember, I don't remember the name of the sorority, but I do remember them saying, "Well, why don't you pledge to them?" When she said she was going to go for Delta, when Rachel said she was going to go to Delta, he's like, "Well, then why don't you go to da da da?" But I forgot the name. It's
Yeah, I think
escaping me right now.
I think all they changed was like the middle letter. It was G something G. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like
For the-
they
for the women,
sisters,
yeah.
and it was like they was using they sorority money
Right.
to
Buy
fund
the
stuff for
guys.
these niggas. Now
let's talk
I
about-
understand what you're saying as far as the responsibility should be on both, but yo, the way he played it, I gotta say he went crazy. He went crazy.
Crazy is the word.
Nah,
Those are the
yo.
words.
I'm not mad at him for playing it like a G.
Yo,
I'm not mad at him.
Yo, but
Yo.
that's very manipulative, bro.
Nah,
He's like, it's not
absolutely.
manipulative. That's
Nah,
just right. She should have been standing on her own too. He said,
Well,
But I'm
she
just
should
saying.
have. She
I'm
should
not
have.
saying-
My issue is if she wouldn't have did it, don't act like he wasn't gonna find another way out.
Right.
Because he was
Right.
already done with her.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, that's a weird excuse to make her sleep with somebody else and then blame her for sleeping with somebody else.
I'm with
'Cause,
you.
yeah, if
I'm
she
gonna say
lies
if it was
about it.
2024, she would have just like not cared. But because it was the 80s and there was that image, it played out different.
Wait, she wouldn't have cared about what?
I think 2024. Could you imagine like putting someone in that situation and like it was mad manipulative?
It's
But I felt like she would have got him like it would have been.
She
would
would have left? Or are you saying she wouldn't have did it? Or are
I
you
think
saying she
you
would
know,
have
like
did
she
it?
cried after, and it was like real emotional how he played her. I felt like she would have been on her sexy red stuff. So I was just like, in the 80s, it was horrible.
I don't know. I don't know.
Nah, I think she
think
would
the
have.
timing
I
was
think
just
she would have been. I
horrible.
think she would have been mad regardless.
I don't know.
Because, like,
I
I
was
mean,
like, gosh, I felt like
to
if
me-
he did this.
I don't care about rap. No disrespect to rap, but I don't care about the optics of hip hop
Yeah.
and empowering promiscuity. Like when it comes to a dude, for lack of better words, duping you into sleeping with somebody that you wouldn't sleep with, that you were actually, at least from your lens, in a relationship with.
That's pimping.
I was about to say, he's dead. No bread.
He got his ego strong.
What did he get from it?
She had to
How
like
do we
you if she was
monetize-
licking your
how do we
middle part.
monetize the
Yo,
payment?
Yo, licking the middle part was wild.
If a girl's licking the parts between your locks,
Yo, that's crazy. That's nasty work.
she's not.
Yo,
she's
get my
not-
build up, shorty.
She's not. She doesn't halfway like
Nasty,
you. She
yo.
really likes you.
I think
Licking
she
the
thought that.
brand.
She was looking
She's
for
all the way
10
in.
years
Yeah, she was
down,
licking the
right.
brand.
Yo,
Like,
I was so
Brands is
uncomfortable
crazy.
watching that scene because
Yeah,
I'm
nah,
smoking
that
and I'm
was
like,
wild.
nah, that's not about to.
Oh no, that did happen.
That's not about to happen.
It wasn't
And
really
it-
hygienic.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
And she was showing a lot of dedication. Then he gonna tell her at the end like, yo, that was your final test. And nah, we ain't rocking.
Right.
Nigga, you wasn't rocking with her regardless. And you already knew other people liked her. So you kind of you shitted on her to make her look crazy to the
Yeah,
other
you
dudes too.
held the pussy
you ain't want
hostage.
nobody
Yeah.
in the crew that you would have respected to bag
like,
that
really
was
bag
already
her.
seeking after
Handcuff.
her. So you just kind of like threw a grenade on her whole mix.
I
Like,
don't want her, but I
everybody
don't
liked
want
her.
other niggas to get her.
Right. That's exactly.
Yeah.
Niggas still playing that game.
In that
Speaking
same
of
lens,
that,
what's her
Rachel
name
had
have done it?
some hating ass friends too.
Yo, I was about to
did.
bring
Why
that
do you
up.
think Rachel's friends were hating?
What you? Here we go. See, here we go. All right,
now you fighting for the
See,
win.
this is why.
Everybody
Man, son.
Sit those down. Go
they're
ahead.
in her ear.
Like
Literally,
that. You did not
they're
say
like,
friends.
No, you don't
They're-
just start talking about
don't
because
you
he's
wanna
a man.
mess with other dudes?
Because
they
he's
are
a man,
closing
men cheat.
in on her like fucking vultures, yo.
While she's studying.
Trying to, she trying to get her study on. I fuck with Rachel's character. I
OD.
think she's one of the
I
best
think she was
characters in
awesome.
the movie, and I think she's like the perspective of like us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As viewers, yo.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Balance,
they're
nuance. She understood both sides.
Exactly.
She understood the
Yo.
righteous and she understood the Greek.
they're
Like,
leaning in on her, trying to get her to cheat. Actively cheat on her man because they feel like he's up to no good.
Right.
He gotta
Yo,
be
stop-
skinning something.
Stop advocating for her to have a whole phase.
Then the next shot
she's
was
happy
him
in her
just
relationship.
doing his activist
It's mad.
shit.
It's gonna be
No,
mad
that's how
niggas in
friends
there.
work.
Okay, I want to.
Yo, I'm watching this shit like this 88 or 2024.
I want to say that when you said that, I was thinking more about when Dap showed up and they were yelling out the window.
Oh no, not them.
but not,
Even
I
that,
wasn't-
that's some hating shit
I didn't-
too.
so
Oh,
that's
that's
why I-
fine.
No,
though.
yeah, this is
That's
before
the
this.
risk
This
you
is
run.
before
You
this.
go,
Talking about.
like when you out there on
Yeah.
your Ray J One Wish and
Yo,
you
don't throw
singing
water
in the
on me
rain,
though, yo.
you got to deal with it.
Yo, the water.
So
That
That's
part of
what
that
I was
embarrassment is
talking
what gets her to
about.
come to you
but
because now
that
she
part,
feels bad
She
for
feel
you.
bad.
I
It's a
kinda
good
forgot
play.
about.
Yeah, that part, because
Yo,
that's
Rashad,
what we're,
brother.
that's what we're
That's
thinking
what
about.
you're
That's why
talking
we
about.
kind of was like,
Yeah.
hold up.
No, we talk about
Right,
like
no,
the
you're
first,
talking
like the
about
karaoke
Yeah.
joint. I mean, the
Yeah.
talent
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, that was dirty, Mac. That
At the
was
talent
nasty.
show.
That was
Come on,
nasty.
ladies.
Like,
Like
that was
she's just
nasty.
happy
Yeah.
with her man. She wants to spend the night
You
with
don't
him,
wanna be with
and they
him.
acting like she just the one.
Right.
And I hate to say it, but girls do this. Like if you the cute one,
Uh-oh.
like you might be the one that like we don't get free drinks unless you come with
That's
us.
true.
Dead ass.
So that-
we don't even
instead of-
get in unless you come with us.
So instead of saying that, they'll be like they'll kick her man's back in so that they can get their homegirl to come out with them and lure all the dudes.
Like I
It's like
said,
it's gonna be mad
I was
niggas.
thinking about the wrong
Talk.
scene. I was thinking
Okay,
about when
other
they were
scene.
defending her, like, oh, now you want to come back.
I respect the dial
and
back.
That's what I was
Yo.
like. Okay. Yeah, completely. See, you guys were on the same page, and I was like,
Oh nah, we knew exactly where we thought they was haters.
Yeah, word. Whew. All right,
Come
I'm
on,
glad we're
friends.
clear on that. Holy shit.
Yo, you know one
Pardon
of
us for
my
jumping down your throat. We ain't
yo.
Yeah.
I think
We
when
was-
it
Yo, we was
I
like,
felt like y'all were like in
full stop, yo.
camaraderie, like full camaraderie. Y'all were like, what? And I was like,
It looked
wrong
planned.
page.
Yo,
Right.
it was not scripted, I promise.
Yo.
It was.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Clip that up.
Yo, I think a dope scene, is gonna sound like a very misogynistic way, yo. But like, I also love once again, homeboy, Radio Raheem.
Bill Nunn.
Yeah, man.
Doing it in the butt.
Pause.
Hey, yo. Yeah, because I have a lot of, pause this and what is, listen.
Yo,
No, sir.
nah.
Yo.
When
Yo, the
Radio
lyrics
Raheem-
is crazy.
Yo,
time.
no,
Yo,
chill,
the
chill,
lyrics
chill.
is-
Don't
He
go to
said
the lyrics.
she was-
Stop.
they were
You don't do
dancing?
that. That's the song. That's
ahead,
that's
go
the
ahead.
DMV.
That is
Like
the
yo,
song.
that's those are certain.
I'm gonna
that's-
love Go forever, but nah. What was come
Don't
on?
do that.
Sorry.
It's 40 years later.
Yo,
It really is 40
Pagan
years
was like,
later.
that shit sounded
Okay,
like
back to
Pagan
you,
to
'cause
me,
that was
but
rude.
that's a whole
My
nother
apologies.
Nah. I just thought it was like it brought
When he
like a very
bagged
nostalgic.
Shorty,
Yeah, it was a very
I
nostalgic
love-
feeling.
Virgo.
I love that he got those zodiac signs wrong and kept saying you give me.
Oh, he just
He said
throwing-
I'm a Pisces.
Yeah, he just-
He said you give me
He
this.
just throwing shit
you give
out
me
there.
that.
Oh.
Like, I'm a Pisces. I can't
He was
even swim.
all the way back
was-
at the room and still didn't get the sign right.
Fam, yo,
They was in
bro.
the hallway. They had already walked the campus, and then he was like, "Yeah, I knew you was a Taurus." She was in the room by then. He was on the
bro.
fourth sign.
Yo, the best part of being a broke
But they
college
all
student,
were
she's like, yo, like, all right, well, we go get
I
something
love
to eat.
that.
Damn, I'm tapped. I ain't
He
got
said,
no
"Yo,
bread."
my knee hurt.
I got
My
something
knee
to
hurt." He was like, "Yo, I got Vienna sausages." I got oodles and noodles.
I was
Yo,
talking
he
about that
was
part.
Somehow
Just-
still finessed it into the dorm room, and damn, your roommate's home.
already
Damn.
there with Shorty.
Yo,
Tough.
yeah, that joint was mad nostalgic though. It was just that was like
That
good
was a
friendly
fi-
college.
That was a fire
That's a
scene.
like man's rite of passage kind of.
And the worst thing is, he had money. He had enough money to feed her.
Absolutely.
He just wasn't gonna do it because he had to manage his money.
Right.
So he was like, "Oh, my knee." And she was like, "I'll rub it if you feed me." He was like, "I guess
Say
you get
that.
some food."
Typical guy, or
Right.
the buns is they stamped. I bet. All right, now we can go out.
There was a little food truck over there.
Yeah, matter of fact,
I got a couple little
I
dollars.
just found 20 real quick.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Yo, he walked past his man's feeling
yeah niggas
so
ain't
great.
shit. We,
Yo.
3
niggas ain't
minutes
shit.
later, she was out the door. It was like, yeah, that was premature.
Yo.
Yo, like I love that scene, man.
Yeah, nah, that was a quality.
Yo,
scene.
I mean, to tie it to the scene of Half Pint scrambling to try to get some buns. He just knocking on every door that come through that little lobby.
We could have fun, big fun.
Yeah, big nigga, your name Half Pint.
Yo, and that's anything to be down.
Yeah,
Anything to be down. And that part.
And the one girl that might have been down dubbed him because she's like, nigga, I'll break you in half.
Right.
Because she continued. She sounded like she was like, you know
rolling.
what? I might have.
She was rolling.
Yo, just yo,
couldn't
fellas,
close.
the approach, yo. Our last episodes.
You couldn't close.
Couldn't
But
close.
but see,
I can't.
yo, sometimes you're just places where you ain't supposed to be.
Right.
And when
Right.
when you do things prematurely or you do things that are inappropriate for you, like when it doesn't feel authentic to you, it ain't gonna go
It's
through.
not gonna go right.
Because he was already there. Somebody liked him and he still couldn't figure it out. And it was like, yo, just don't mess up.
Right.
Right.
And honestly, I was surprised that he really ended up smacking. What's her
Tisha
name?
Campbell's
Yeah,
right.
Tisha
Yeah,
Campbell.
I
I was
thought-
surprised. I thought because you know
I
him to
think-
his core by then.
Yo, keep it a buck. That's the only reason that other scene after exists.
Which scene?
If you look at the way the whole thing's set up and then they never show anything.
Yeah.
And he gives her like that weak kiss on the cheek in the bedroom and he's
Yeah.
supposed to get
I
undressed.
tell y'all when I
My-
get back and
Like, I think without the scene where she confirms that it happened, you go off thinking he lied on
Yeah,
his dick.
yeah.
Word,
That,
yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely thought he lied on his knee.
like they
if she
either
doesn't
lied
confirm it
together
and say
or
it just in a
yeah.
room by herself with Julian, you're not gonna think it happened.
Yeah.
But
Because I wouldn't have bought it.
But
Like,
it was also wild. Like before they came out the room, when he was sitting next to her, he was like, "Yo, we ain't got to do this."
Yes, and
and
she
she
was
said,
like-
"Just take your clothes off." And he really got up and started taking his shirt off. I was like, "Oh, I'm confused. This nigga really gonna do it?"
Yeah, that's when I was like, oh, this is real now.
Yeah, like
this is real.
This
now.
ain't your
Yep.
body, bro.
But that is a callback to the Greek life changing you because at his core, he didn't want it if it wasn't for him.
Right.
But when it comes to acceptance, he went through with it. So you got two people forced in a room
Yeah.
to do something that neither of them want to do.
And they both did it to be down.
To the Greek life.
Yeah.
Like, but that's like next level, like weak mindedness.
But it's the movie.
Yeah, no,
like,
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, we've this is I don't know what our third, fourth Spike Lee joint, and like I've mentioned before, like I mean, movies are for the most part all exaggerated, but Spike specifically, like he's gonna over exaggerate a lot of things. Everything is big and fucking grandiose and all that shit. So like your Dap character is like, yo, I don't want to call him like problematic, but he's definitely like he's mad argumentative. Like he's just like
over
he's
the
the
top
extreme of bucking the
Yeah.
system. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then the same thing with all the side characters. He's just mad over the top, yo. But it's to drive home a point, yo, which is like, yo, I like that you said is losing yourself, yo. There's mad themes. There's we spoke about colorism, yo. I don't know if we touched on classism. But like,
Yeah,
yo, because
definitely,
that's how I
definitely that
interpret a
elite.
little bit of the Sam Jackson
100%.
conversation. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? And it's just like
He was born here, we're going to die here.
I didn't go to college, so like, yo, did y'all ever deal with anything personal? Whether even if it was one conversation where somebody might have felt some type of way that you were going to college and they didn't, or they weren't.
So like going to state. It's in Petersburg, Virginia. So like nothing comes out of Petersburg for real. Like that joint's the trenches. It's the hood. Okay. So like we would call them the locals. Like and the locals, they the Woadies. At that point, we was calling them Woadies. And it was this park. It's this park called Ettrick Park. And like you will hoop there, whatever. So like if ain't no runs on campus, cool. We going over there to hoop. Yo, certain dudes, they couldn't tell that you was like, all right, you a nigga that's in school versus a schoolboy. Oh nah, you not coming over there, bro. Like they are not rocking with you. They do not like you. They can't stand you. Like,
I mean, financially, it makes sense. If you just think about how much it costs to have land and build a school, that's
oh
why
yeah,
they
you
all
do it in
be
the hood. All the schools be in the hood.
They all be in the hood because
Yeah.
like that's where you can buy the cheapest land.
Right.
But then on the flip side, it's crazy because there's been like so many literally like shootouts and niggas is fighting at Denny's and everywhere. And whole time, locals is not realizing that half the dudes in college is niggas from the hood is just trying to get out.
Yeah.
And that's the battle with them. So when I seen that, I'm like, damn,
it's so
that
funny
really
you say that,
hit
though.
a nerve. Like,
Bro, we're just living out here, yo. These three schools are all within close proximity of each other in the hood. AIC, Springfield College,
Oh, of
and
course.
fucking Winnick or Winu, whatever they call it now. And it's just like, is it no pun, an earshot away from the fucking hood, yo.
And
Yeah.
at least half the blocks that connect them
Is some
Yeah.
Right there.
Active.
especially AIC.
That's the easiest way to say
AIC
it.
is in the middle of like, yo, I couldn't imagine going to AIC in the early 2000s.
No,
When they
trying to go to
used say, like,
Antonio's.
shootouts
Fuck
would
that.
happen and bullets would go like through the windows.
Yeah.
For it to be a private college, that's very.
It's
Easily.
crazy, yo.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I appreciated Dap and what's homeboy's name? Big Brother Almighty.
Almighty.
Yeah.
I appreciated the conversation when he was
When he rolled up
basically-
on him.
yeah when he
on the
pulled up
sidewalk?
on him yeah
Okay, that was
I
a good
appreciate
scene.
that conversation because it's
It's a
like
terrible hat
oh
with the shells.
yo
That was-
horrible
Yeah.
horrible nasty
All right,
work.
my fault.
Nah, nasty work. But
That's important.
I appreciate it because he's talking his Nasir Jones back to Africa shit. You know what I'm saying? And homeboy's like, yo, nigga, I'm from Detroit. I'm
Like,
black.
yeah.
I know where I come
He's
from.
like,
yo,
I'm
you
from
never-
Motown.
I do like the moments where, because I'm of that cloth to call the Hotep dude out on is like, you ain't really like that.
Right.
Like, you not really all this kente cloth all day. Like, stop. Like,
'Cause-
miss me. Like keep it at the core level of wanting change.
Right.
Cut all the extras,
'Cause
because
is
the
that the
extras are what
scene-
pissed me off.
Is that the scene where it's
Right.
basically revealed to us that they was boys before
they
all this
were
shit,
boys.
right? That's
Yeah.
that's that scene, right? Yeah, yo. Yeah, great scene.
Never
Great
completely
scene.
killed him either, because like even when they were saying he was done, he was like, nah, Julian Smart.
Yeah.
Love.
Like I don't
confused,
necessarily
bro.
like
Smart.
what he stand for right now, but yeah.
There's a lot of fire.
There's, like, a lot of
one-on-one
nuance
moments, yo. Yeah, where like if you take out some of the because there's only what 3, maybe 4 musical like moments or movements,
Yeah, not
whatever
too
they
many.
call it. It's really not. It's not, and the music isn't even over the top. Like yo, honestly, some of the music is kind of good. Yo, like the hair one was way out of pocket for me. The jigaboo this and all. I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. But then yo, the second joint was the girls. It was more like a R&B record. Yo, was it? They didn't want
yeah,
to
yeah.
They didn't want to be lonely tonight or some
They
shit.
actually sang that song.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. That,
on the soundtrack.
when I looked it up, I was like, oh nah, this is like a joint. Like this
Yeah.
is.
But oh, we gotta shout out the football team getting their ass killed.
Oh
Oh,
my god,
homecoming got
so
their ass smoked with no football. Song.
I had written
I ain't
down
seen not one ball. I ain't seen not one pass.
not one pass.
All of the encouragement from the coach.
Yes,
Don't y'all
fire
want, y'all want me
coach's
to get
speech.
fired?
Yeah, y'all want me to get fired?
Like it was terrible. Like and then
It
like
was mad motivational. up
what
until
I
that
love
moment.
is like I think it was the dean's wife. Like everybody's so hyped, going crazy, and she's like,
It's
"It's
just the
only the
first-
first quarter."
Yo,
And it got dark.
niggas got they boots.
immediately.
but you know what though?
I must have been.
Shout out to Spike and shout out to black people because anytime it'd be like that at a
just gonna
black
have
college
fun.
football game, bro. We turning up.
Especially
It's,
homecoming.
what?
He said, "Yo, the dude that."
Oh, and I have to-
What's the
Howard
the
homecoming
Devil
was
game.
this weekend.
My
Yeah.
mom
So
went
shouts
there.
out, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
Radio Raheem.
Homecoming
He
ain't
was on
nothing
the
like
team, and by the end of the game, he was
What
like,
he
"I
said?
was only looking at
Yeah,
the
I
Yeah,
was
he
looking
said
at
by
the
the fourth quarter, I was looking at the
wasn't even
honeys,
focused on the
yo.
game."
Yeah, man.
Oh my
Like
god.
we already know we getting
Nah.
our boot smoked. This is what we do.
This is
That's
what,
it.
yeah.
Regular.
Because what he tried to say, he was like, oh, yo, the game was rough. He was like, nah, man, we got fucking beat the shit, yo. He was like, the final score was 50-something to 6, yo. Like, oh, man.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Another thing I didn't appreciate. Spike didn't like close in. Personally, I think like good enough on like Tisha Campbell and them scene when she was singing. They were singing an R&B record, "Sleeping at Home Tonight," and it's like that. I could tell was a moment where they were doing pageants, and like in HBCUs, they do mad different pageants. Like you'll have Miss of the school, you'll have Mr. AKA Miss whatever, and like I could tell that was a pageant scene. But like if you didn't go to a HBCU, you don't know that that's what it just.
And they
You're on
already had
stage
a parade,
singing.
so they could have tied it in more because then that
Yeah.
person could have been on a float or something.
Like
I personally felt like the song was talking about how she wanted to be with him.
Oh,
I
I
thought
mean,
it was
yeah,
more so
it was
just
multi-layered,
the
though.
lyrics and not. I think that was her saying like you have to understand the reason that I want to make this work. I don't even know what
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
saying, but I
Yeah.
always thought that he wanted you to pay attention to how much she wants to be with Julian.
Oh, of course.
And not so much the whole.
But I think without encompassing what's happening, it just seems like, oh, there's just a random song on a
Like
stage.
a talent show.
Yeah,
right?
like
That's what you-
where did this come from? Like, why are we doing this?
So you're thinking that he should get more background.
Yeah,
I
to
mean,
those that don't
Yeah,
know.
he could. I mean,
Yeah.
because
Like-
both of y'all are right. So the
Like-
thing is, like, it would have gave it a better historical context
Yeah.
for the school experience to what that was.
Okay.
As opposed to like we could just come away with thinking it's just a talent show
Yeah.
because we just watching it.
Right.
But if you went to the school and you understand like what that would be in the context,
Yeah.
and they have the scene where they do the parade anyway. That's
Yeah.
why I was saying like the winner could have been on the float or something, and been like Miss Mission College.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, cause that's regular, like stuff like that.
I don't know. I watched like a couple interviews, couple like other reviews of this, but the two like reviews that I saw, they brought up a good point, which was like the two content creators, they couldn't really think of a movie, like a mainstream movie that really emphasized and pushed like either black people going to college or even going to an HBCU. Like they were like, yo, like they were like, you know, thinking back, they're like, damn, you know, like no one really stressed HBCUs, and like even just hearing the term HBCU, some people were saying like, yo, this is the first time I've heard that. And again, this is my first time watching this movie after it being out 30 some odd years. Like it kind of stacks up, yo. Like I know we had like the Cosby Show that was running like a little bit before this and definitely around the same time. That
Different world.
but in
Different world.
different
But
world.
I mean,
Right
that's-
after that.
You know what I'm saying?
actually.
But yeah. So it's like, yo, this
Different world does its part to help with HBCU culture. I mean, and then I think we got to go all the way to like when we're in our teenage years, when you get to like what is that?
Drumline.
Drumline, yep.
Yeah.
Movie that I could think of that actually.
Anything
But
before
Spike
that
might have
is
been, you know
just
what I'm
Martin
saying?
wearing
Just
Jordan
General
Sand
coming
show.
of age stuff.
Yeah.
Like even if you go to like something that's darker, like a higher learning, it's
Yeah.
not on the campus of a HBCU.
Yeah.
Right, it's not.
It's a
Stomp the
PhD.
Yard was a fake HBCU, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, nah, it was a cool thought. You know, Spike was just probably just ahead of the curve a little bit, yo,
Yeah.
bringing it
I
to the
said
mainstream. Yeah.
But this has been a great conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Want to make sure before y'all go that we thank y'all.
For sure.
Y'all were
This
great
was great.
guests.
Yeah,
I appreciate
Thank you
y'all,
very
man.
Hope to see y'all
Yeah.
coming back one of these days.
yeah,
It was great. And thank you to everybody over at Royal Soul.
for sure.
And,
Yes.
you know,
Thank you guys.
on that
Indeed.
note,
Again, thank you.
until next time, you will see us again.
What you see is what you get. It's what you get. Then what you see is what you get.